Hi fellas, this is Chemaddicts again to the solution. Welcome back to another video tutorial. Well fellas, now we're gonna solve question 12 of this question paper. Okay, let's get started. So let's read the question first. What is the minimum volume in cm cube of oxygen needed for the complete combustion of 10 cm cube of hexane gas? Okay, all gas volumes are measured at the same temperature and pressure. Fine. So what were we doing? So in here we are reacting basically when when we carry out complete combustion of hexane gas, that means we are reacting with hexane gas with oxygen in the air. Basically that's like that. Okay, so let's first write down the equation. Let's first write down the chemical equation of this reaction. Okay, let us first write down the chemical equation for this reaction. Okay, so that is the chemical equation for this reaction: C6H14 plus oxygen gas reacting to give, since here it is mentioned that this reaction is complete combustion, the complete combustion is happening. Since here complete combustion is happening, so we're gonna assume that carbon dioxide and water is produced beside carbon monoxide. Okay, carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, water vapor. Since this is a complete combustion, carbon dioxide and water would produce, nothing else. Okay. So first let us balance the equation. If we balance the equation, we're gonna get 19/2 oxygen and 6 carbon. Okay, so first balancing 6, you know how we gonna balance this equation. Here we on the right, here on the left hand side we have 6 carbon atoms. We should have 6 carbon on the right hand side. Okay, so here the carbon is balanced. Now let's balance out hydrogen. Here we have 14 hydrogen. Now we're gonna have 7 to the 14 hydrogen on left, 14 hydrogen on right, and only thing we were left here is oxygen. Here we have 6 to the 12 oxygen plus 7. 12 plus 7 is 19 oxygen on right, but we have 2 oxygen on left. So here we gonna place the fraction value, that is 19 divided by 2. So in here these two cancel out, and we gonna get 19 oxygen on over here and 19 oxygen over here. So the whole thing is balanced. Okay, so now let's solve the problem. So in here it says 10 cm cube of hexane gas. Okay, so since all gas volumes are measured at the same temperature and pressure, we are dealing with same condition, that is temperature and pressure. So yeah, we just use mole ratio. Okay, we're gonna use mole ratio only, that's it. So here we have 10 cm cube. Okay, 10 cm cube of hexane reacting with oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water. So here the mole ratio of hexane with oxygen is 1:19/2. So in here the mole ratio is 1:19/2. So if we use 10 cm cube, so we gonna get what? Well, we gonna multiply this with 19/2, since the mole ratio is 1:19/2. Okay, so here the mole ratio, let's just write here mole ratio. Since the mole ratio, that is C6H14 is to oxygen. Okay, that is 1:19. 19 by 2. Okay, so here if we use 10 cm cube, we just multiply this with 19 by 2. So 10 by 10 multiplied by 19 by 2. Okay, so here if we cancel this out, 1 5, so 5 nines are 95, sorry 45, 5 nines are 45, 5 ones are 5, 5 plus 4 9, 95 cm cube. So we end up getting 95 cm cube. So the answer is B. So fellas, that is why the answer should be B. B is the answer. So it's just a simple calculation. Here we just need to construct the chemical equation for the complete combustion, and we know that in the complete combustion we gonna get carbon dioxide and water as the only product. Okay, and we gonna just balance out the equation, and that's it, and we gonna use mole ratio to find the answer. So fellas, I hope that you have understood the question as well as the solution. So fellas, if you have any confusion, if you still have any confusion regarding this topic, please feel free to ask, feel free to comment below. Okay, we are always happy to help you out, fellas. Okay, so fellas, that's it for today. Stay cool, stay awesome, and as always, no, stay cool, stay awesome,